Hi gang, this is Mike G from Mr. GTV and MrMikeGonder.com, and this is my point of view, literally looking through my windscreen as I'm driving around the North Wales coast in United Kingdom. And this is all about world peace. We know that all the Miss World, all the models who line up in the beauty pageants, when asked by the compere what do they aspire to see in their lifetime, what would they work towards as they become ambassadors for a particular country, and they all go world peace. You only have to watch Miss Congeniality with Sandra Bullock asking for world peace. It became a bit of a joke, really, a bit of a stereotypical response, knowing it would be popular. But it's been popular for 50, 60, 70 years, and we haven't got world peace. In a world where I don't know anybody that wants war. I don't know anybody that thinks that war is a good idea. War doesn't work, it never has. It's not only absolutely, violently, brutally, damningly dangerous and lots of people die, it never solves the problem. It destroys people's lives, communities, businesses, finances, and the only people who benefit from war is those that profit out of it, selling guns and arms and contracts. We destroy a particular place at great cost to the civilians, at no cost to the elite, and the elite make lots of money out of it because they've got the contracts to rebuild. Same as Iraq, blew it to bits, made a load of money for the arms trade and all sorts of other international contracts, and then we get the contracts to rebuild Iraq and Iran and all these places, and it never stops. War's not a good idea. I don't know anybody that wants it. I don't want to see my sons, daughters, granddaughters, grandsons going to war. I don't think anybody in any other country does. And yet wars have gone on for time immemorial. Don't work. Lots of casualties. And yet we still have war. Pray for world peace. In Mr. GTV, use the plugin, connect to elemental forces, use quantum physics. Yes, you can protest. Yes, you can make your voice heard. But in my opinion, send a vibration. That's a better communication. A better communication is your vibration. Have an intention to create peace within yourself and then radiate that out. Send peace and love and positivity to world leaders. If you know there's negotiations going on, talks, as there is at the moment, we've got China and Russia joining forces. We're on the brink of another world catastrophe if the Ukraine situation escalates. And from everything I'm looking at the moment, the Ukraine situation is escalating. The West is not looking at peace. In fact, I think at Westminster the other day, I can quote that it was said that we won't be, Richie Sunak, we won't be looking for peace until Ukraine has won the war. Ukraine is never going to win the war. Nobody wins a war. This is a proxy war. We're throwing money at it. And if you knew what was really going on with some of the dark side of combat being employed with UD bullets, won't go into that, but Google UD bullets, totally legal, but used in the past by us in the West and Britain in particular, and is being used now, and we know that's not good, never has been. That leaves a legacy of disaster and illness and sickness and impending loss for generations to come, probably centuries to come, when we started to use depleted uranium. So for me, we don't want war, we don't want conflict, we don't want conflict in families, in relationships, in schools, on the sports pitch. We don't want it in our streets, our towns, our cities, our countries. No division, we need unity, guys. We are spiritual warriors, and if you've not signed up to become a spiritual warrior conceptually, because everything Mr. GTV is free, but if you're not buying into the spiritual thing, just politically, humanitarian wise, financially, commercially, educationally, philosophically, who wants war? Well, the only people who benefit from war, in my opinion, are the governments. Governing your mentality. And war's on the table. And we've got Russia now and China talking about creating an alliance, not wanting to go down the petrodollar, not wanting to join the crypto scam, not wanting to get drawn into the NATO bullshit. So pray for peace, chant for peace, affirm for peace, vibrate for peace, set your crystal grids, whatever ritual, belief system, religious or cultural practices and disciplines you endorse. Do it now. Pray for peace, because we're in challenging times. So this is just my point of view. If you have an opposing point of view, make it politely, constructively, lovingly. I offer this with love. We don't want to get deleted. Be careful what you post into the groups. Be powerful, guys. Pray for peace. Enjoy your mind, enjoy your life. Step into your power. We can create something different when we vibrate something different.